Hey, how you doing? God, it's been a while since I've done one of these. Um, Look, I've been thinking a lot recently about how we can look at law. I mean, look at law today. I mean, the structure of law today is so complex that half the time people are breaking laws that don't even know exist. Okay, so let's take a leap forward. Maybe in most people's eyes, 20 years from now. I don't see it 20 years, but anyway, just for shits and giggles. Say 20 years now, okay? We live in a society now where there are very basic laws, but those basic laws cover pretty much every single thing that laws cover today. And there would really only need to be four at the most. Three, most importantly, because these three everyone has heard about, and they're going through the Swisindo CVAC system, and I know everyone's heard about it. It's been written in the UCC filings from OPPT way back in December 2012. Okay, so the three laws, as everyone knows, is do no harm, cause no loss, and do not impede the free will choice of another. A lot of people are writing do not impede the freedoms of another, but what freedoms are for one is different to another. So it's a free will choice is very important for that, because it's your entitlement to have your own free will choice, make your own choices and decide for yourself. So the first one, let's look at the first one, right? Do no harm. If you think about that, do no harm. Harm comes in many different forms, right? But this is the thing. Harm can be done financially, it can be done mentally, it can be done even spiritually. Now, that sounds really weird, right? But we have to look at this in new and fresh ways. We can't look at the new system that I see coming. Don't know when, I don't know where, but I see coming. We cannot introduce any of those old mechanisms into the new, because then that's us holding on to parts of the things that we're familiar with. And let's not say that we're going to change the familiar, of course we're not. But the structure of that familiar will be different. I mean, the workings behind the scenes, I mean, not behind the scenes and all secret, but I mean, the guys that are working within the CVAC system, the open bonded people, you know, that work will be done. But look, right, this is the thing about all of this. If you say, for argument's sake, there is a contract within this common law structure, the universal common law that's the new buzzword. Now, within that structure, law is very simple. You know, if you, like, this is how simple it is. If you agree with someone else to do something, and you've agreed knowingly, willingly, and intentionally, but then later on down the track you find out that, you know, it's a bad investment, because you've actually willingly entered into an agreement, right, even with not all the facts, because it's your job in this instant to ask the questions. It's your responsibility to find out what it's all about before you do it. And it's also the responsibility of the other guy to tell you. But if he doesn't decide to tell you, that was his free will choice, right? Not to tell you. And if you didn't ask, then it means that you, because you've entered into a contract that you have no information about because you haven't asked, then if something goes bad at the end of that, I'm sorry, you won't have a claim, because you didn't take action. You didn't know at that point, because you were ill-informed. So you entered into a contract ill-informed. Now people say, well, that's his responsibility to tell you. But no, there's responsibility on both sides here. That responsibility has to be met for there to be no law broken. okay? But if they're not met, then there is a law broken, because one of you has forfeited the agreement. That's how easy it is. It's just simple as that. Agree to do what you say, and fulfill the agreement. Every agreement you agree to, fulfill it. See it to the end, and that's it. Right? No bylaw, no subsidiary law, nothing else to tell you to do it. That is your responsibility to do that. And we need to get away from this old adage of we need courts and laws and everything else to govern people. No, no, no. We've forgotten. I think there's a lot of people that are missing the point here. We are not writing laws for people, because we're not your lord and masters. We're not the people to say, here you go, here's the law, now go and implement it. No, of course not. That's not what this is all about. What this is all about is empowering you to do what you want to do. You know, it's not for us to set the courts up. If this was the whole law seminar, the job of I would say the people doing the law is not to write and create courts, because we're talking about people's courts. So the people decide. That's it, not us. We give. What's happening is there's a framework's out there, or whatever, and that framework will be like proposed, and obviously if there's anyone out there who's got any better ideas, beautiful. Does it work? Great, we'll use it. You know, that's how easy it is. The new system I see coming is a very simple one. It gets rid of all of the nooks and crannies that we get tied up in today. You know, it gets rid of all of the silly little charges and silly little fines that you get, because that's all revenue, right? We're not saying raising revenue is a bad thing, but what I am saying is raising revenue from the working people and the everyday people is an injustice, because the revenue that has been created is already there. All the revenue that they are asking for us is ours anyway. We shouldn't have to pay the public service to get our services, because they're already paid for, and we all know that. Prepaid, pre-authorised and pre-approved. Everything. From day one. Always has been. But no, these corporate factions have come in and now told us that this is what we need to do now. We need to pay them because they're our lord and masters, and everything else is a conspiracy. You know. So all I'm trying to say about this is we have to try and work together, no matter our differences, no matter what differences we have, because this isn't about the differences between each group. This is about freeing humanity. You know, and this is also about groups coming together and working to that common theme. It's not about someone coming in and saying they've got more information than you. No, you share information and you work together to use that information to get the end goal. So really, that's all I'm saying. I would just hope that one day all of us could come together and talk about this in a very coherent way, because I know that the answers are out there and we've all got them. So I think it's about time we all just banded together and get on with it. But thanks everyone for listening, man. I love you all, and I'll see you on the other side. Yeah. See you later.